Once there was a man named Riyaan, who earned his living by sharing wisdom and guiding people with his advice. One day, he received an invitation to the king's palace for a special ceremony. After the ceremony ended, and as he was about to leave, the king asked, "Oh wise man, you are very knowledgeable. Tell me, where does God live? In which direction does he look? And what can he do?" Riyaan was surprised by these profound questions and asked for a month's time to find the answers. The king agreed. Days passed, but Riyaan could not find the answers. As the deadline approached, he became anxious and sad. Seeing his father worried, Riyaan's young son asked, "Father, why are you so upset?" Riyaan explained the king's 3 questions and said he didn't know how to answer them. The boy smiled and said, "Don't worry, father. I will answer the king's questions. Please take me with you." When the month ended, Riyaan took his son to the palace. The king repeated his 3 questions. The boy said, "Your Majesty, isn't it customary to honor a guest first?" Realizing his mistake, the king ordered his attendants to treat the boy with respect and offered him a glass of milk. The boy stirred the milk with his finger and kept looking at it curiously. The king asked, "What are you doing?" The boy replied, "I heard milk contains butter, but I can't see it." The king smiled and said, "Butter is there, but you have to turn the milk into curd and churn it to get the butter." The boy said, "That's the answer to your first question, Your Majesty. God lives in every being, just as butter exists within milk. But to realize him, one must churn the mind through devotion, meditation, and guidance from a true teacher. Only then can the hidden divinity within be experienced." The king was impressed and asked, "In which direction does God look?" The boy asked for a candle to be brought. When it was lit, he asked, "In which direction does this light shine?" The king replied, "Its light spreads everywhere." The boy smiled and said, "Exactly. God's gaze is like this light, equal in all directions. He watches everyone without bias and rewards each according to their deeds." The king nodded thoughtfully and asked the final question, "What can God do?" The boy replied, "To answer that, we must change places. You sit here, and I will sit on your throne." Amused and curious, the king agreed. The boy sat on the throne and said, "Your Majesty, this is the answer. God can make a poor man sit on the throne and a king sit in a beggar's place. Such is his power. Do not chase the throne or the crown, for life can change both in an instant. True greatness is timeless. It is found not in titles or wealth, but in the way you live, the choices you make, and the kindness you show to others." If this story inspired you, share it with others and spread its message of faith and kindness.